How good is 1Password? What features does it offer? And how does it implement security? Should you trust this service? Find out everything in this ultimate 1Password review. Our team has spent countless hours reviewing and ranking all the best password managers available out there, so you can easily and confidently choose the best option without wasting your time or money. In this video, we will review 1Password, one of the most popular password managers around. We also show you how you can secure a massive discount on 1Password as well as our #1 password manager. So stay with us. Don't forget to press the like button if you enjoyed this video. And do subscribe for more videos. And which password manager is your pick and why? We will reply to all the comments. With the coronavirus continuing to deal the world with hefty blows, working from home has gradually become the new normal. And while it was a little difficult to dump the traditional working system and adapt to a new one, most people look to have finally settled in. Upwork, one of the world's most popular freelancing platforms, claims that over 40% of the US workforce now work from home. It is also estimated that by the year 2025, about 22% of the American workforce will be working from home. And with the pandemic refusing to go away, those numbers can only go up. However, while working from home is mostly a nice thing, mainly for flexible schedules and a custom working environment, you will have to create many online accounts. And since it can be inconvenient to memorize many passwords, most people resort to recycling passwords across many accounts. According to a report, about 65% of internet users reuse passwords across numerous websites. In fact, the average person reuses every password as many as 14 times, and therein lies the problem. It's a good thing for cybercriminals when you reuse passwords as it makes their job a lot easier. For just a few bucks per year, a password manager helps you deal with everything related to password management. This way, you can easily go about your work without being wary of cybercriminals looking to spy on your passwords. With a password manager, you can easily store your passwords and retrieve them without breaking a sweat. Apart from storing passwords, an excellent password manager also helps you create new, strong passwords. This means you don't need to memorize or even create your passwords. Having said that, we must mention that the market has become saturated with many password managers nowadays. So, it may be difficult to know the reliable ones, especially if you're inexperienced. In this review, we will look at 5 important facets of 1Password. The first one is features. This section will take a look at the range of basic and advanced features that come with 1Password. Then we will cover security. Since a password manager is a tool designed primarily for protection, it will be interesting to see how 1Password performs when it comes to security. Here, its security features and encryption are reviewed. Apart from being effective, a good password manager also needs to be easy to use. In the User-Friendliness section, we will see how well 1Password understands this. One of the first ways of recognizing a reliable company is by looking at how easily accessible its support team is. Sooner or later, you are bound to have some issues with your password manager, and no one can help you better than the company's support team. In the support section, we will review 1Password's performance in this regard. In the pricing section, we will discuss different subscription packages on offer and their prices. Now that we've given you an idea of what to expect, let's jump into the detailed review. On a related note, during the past few months, we have tested and reviewed all the top password managers available out there, so you can easily and confidently choose the right option without wasting your time and money. At the moment, we believe Keeper is the best password manager your money can buy, thanks to its excellent feature set, rock-solid security, and user-friendly interface. On top of that, you have a range of reasonably priced plans to choose from, giving you exceptional value for money. The good news is, the CyberLab viewers can get an exclusive 30% discount on Keeper. All you have to do is to click the official link we have added in the description box down below, and this discount will be automatically applied. But keep in mind that this offer is only available for a limited time, so act fast. Our second best pick is LastPass, while Dashlane ranks 3rd on our list. We have also added discounted links for both of these products below. To kick off this review, we will start with a variety of features offered by 1Password. As you would expect from a top password manager, 1Password comes with a wide range of advanced features. The first unique feature you will find on the app is its multiple vaults, which means every account will have many vaults. With this feature, your stored items can be categorized for easier navigation and selection. You can store whatever you want in the vault, including passwords, credit card details, secure documents, form fills, and more. While vaults help users to securely organize their items, they are also useful for managing permissions and sharing credentials. If you authorize a family member or team member to access some credentials and data, you can gather all of the items in one vault. Then, you will give vaults access to the person. Needless to say, this adds convenience in more ways than one. Another noteworthy feature we found on the password manager is Watchtower. While this feature is actually common on many top password managers, we still believe it's special and extremely helpful. It alerts you if you have a weak password or if you have reused the password you have used previously. The feature also alerts you if your passwords are susceptible to attacks or if they have been breached before. Furthermore, Watchtower helps you monitor expiry dates for your credit cards. This function can be really helpful, especially if you like shopping online and do not like having to renew payment details before making a purchase online. However, bear in mind that most of Watchtower's functions are turned off by default, so if you like them, try to activate them manually. Another excellent feature we would like to mention is travel mode. If you would like to hide sensitive data when traveling or crossing borders, it would do you a lot of good to have this feature handy. It helps you conveniently conceal your important data, like your company's social media logins or encryption keys. Of course, these are just examples, as the types of data you can hide are unlimited. When you turn on travel mode on your account, you are allowed to mark certain pictures as safe for travel. Pictures marked for this will remain visible on your device, while others will stay hidden. To restore access to all your vaults, turn off the travel mode feature, and you will be able to read all your files again. One great thing about this function or mode is that nothing indicates its activeness when it's turned off. Therefore, no intruder will ever suspect that you have hidden some files or data. Additionally, 1Password's plan for corporate bodies, called Teams, enables a manager to have travel mode's control on employees' accounts. Obviously, this makes sense for business owners or admins who wouldn't want sensitive company-related passwords or documents to be readable by authorities. 1Password is the only password manager that offers the travel mode feature. Therefore, if you'd like to protect your sensitive data or information during your travels, you should definitely consider 1Password. Lastly, 1Password allows you to get rid of everything on your clipboard after a preset time frame. While the feature may seem insignificant, it's actually super helpful. Hackers are always lurking in the dark, looking to spy on your clipboard details and lift copied data, so the feature means they will always find nothing. As a rule of thumb, you need to ensure the contents of your clipboard are cleared quickly. However, the password manager allows you to extend the clearing period up to 1.5 minutes. This, along with other clearing time options, shows how flexible this incredible password manager can be. Sometimes, you may need to keep the contents on the clipboard longer, so it makes perfect sense. With its incredible array of advanced features, we give 1Password 5 points out of 5 in the features category. That takes us to probably the most important section of this review: security. In one of its statements, 1Password claims that security is not only a feature, it's the foundation on which the company is built. Judging from everything we saw during our tests, we think 1Password is keeping its promise pretty well until now. If you are still skeptical about the security performance of 1Password, we'd like to tell you a few things. To start with, the password manager has AICPA SOC 2 Type 2 certification, which indicates secure and safe data management. The certification means that 1Password has undergone comprehensive audits and its security procedures and policies have been thoroughly documented. Furthermore, 1Password uses AES 256-bit encryption, which is probably the most reliable form of encryption in the world. The encryption is almost impossible to hack, which explains why some of the biggest security outfits rely on it. Your master password is the access key to the encryption, which means you must protect it by all means. Another reason why we believe 1Password is secure is its zero-knowledge policy, which means the company doesn't track, sell, or store your data. Besides, the password manager is recognized for being an extremely safe platform, providing in-depth defense for in-transit data. In another move to further strengthen security and prevent cybercriminals from intercepting data in transit, the company has adopted an SRP protocol, which protects security keys, master passwords, and every other data. However, even if this fails, the company has a plethora of other fortifications, which means data breaches are very unlikely with this company. Apart from the AES 256-bit encryption, the company also uses two-factor authentication to protect your data. In addition, there is PBK DF2 key strengthening, which eliminates the chances of brute force attempts against your master password. To add an extra security layer, 128-bit secret keys are adopted for all your devices. Other impressive security features the Password Manager offers include phishing protection and auto-lock. And as we mentioned earlier, there is a powerful Watchtower feature, which warns you when you use weak and recycled passwords. It also provides dark web monitoring to guarantee that your passwords have not been previously compromised. In this section, 1Password scores 4.5 out of 5 score, slightly missing out on the full marks. The next section focuses on the user-friendliness of 1Password. Generally, 1Password has a very intuitive interface across all its apps, making it easy for users to interact with it. Whether you are using macOS, Windows, Android, or iOS, what you need to do at every point is clearly indicated. It's simple to import passwords and login details from other password managers and web browsers. Data management is also made convenient and simple with the multiple, easy-to-access vaults. With the separate vaults, you can easily put certain items into different categories. For instance, you can put everything related to work in one vault and everything related to the family in another. Everything is easy to read and find, including the significant information provided by Watchtower. It's also easy to activate the travel mode, which helps you to hide companies' important and sensitive pieces of data, like social media logins and encryption keys while you are crossing borders. It's also easy to implement other features like clipboard clearing. However, it's a little awkward to update passwords, especially since it needs to be done one after the other. This somehow takes away from the efficiency of the Watchtower, especially if dozens of weak passwords are detected. Nonetheless, this is a little downside in an extremely functional package. Another impressive thing that aids user-friendliness on this app is its biometric login option for mobile phones. This feature makes the app super easy to use. Apart from that, the mobile application comes with its own built-in browser, which has a crisp and clean interface. However, it must be noted that the mobile version is a little less flexible compared to the desktop app. For instance, it provides just one set clipboard wiping period, rather than the wide range of clearing times provided by the desktop application. But most of the limitations are minor, so you should have a decent experience with the mobile app as well. Moving on, 1Password has a straightforward login process. When you would like to retrieve a stored password, simply visit that site and then tap on the browser extension that shows up in the login box. All of the account logins that are available for that website will then appear for your easy selection. 1Password also offers a browser extension, which mostly allows users to use their information on demand. However, it can also help you create new passwords if you sign up for a new account or update an old one. In the event that you need to store more data, like important documents or credit card details, you would need the mobile app or the desktop program. Again, 1Password performs brilliantly in this category, scoring 4.5 out of 5. That takes us to the manager's pricing structure. Does 1Password have affordable plans? Let's find out. First of all, we'd like to note that 1Password doesn't offer a free plan. However, the company provides a risk-free 14-day free trial for most of their plans. And you'd be relieved to know that, unlike most free trial offers, 1Password doesn't need your credit card information to sign up for a free trial. You'd also be glad to know that the free trial is not limited, allowing you to access significant features like travel mode, watchtower, and the vaults. However, it must be said that 1Password is quite expensive, especially when you compare it to most top password managers on the market. However, we don't think this should be surprising, given its incredible reputation and the wide range of features built into it. The plans are divided into two categories, personal and family, and team and business. The personal plan costs $2.99 per month, and the family plan costs $4.99 per month. The major difference between the two is that the family package comes with more family-oriented features, including licenses for up to 5 people. For the team and business category, there are 3 plans: Teams, Business, and Enterprise. While the first two cost $3.99 and $7.99 per month, respectively, the Enterprise plan doesn't come with a fixed price. It's made for big companies that require onboarding programs and custom training. Therefore, they will need to obtain a custom quote for this service. Unfortunately, 1Password only scores 2.5 in this category, as it lacks a free plan and its packages are somewhat expensive. We'll now move on to our last category, that is customer support. 1Password is one of the most reputable companies in the business when it comes to customer support. It offers support via email, Twitter, and a support form, which is highly active and interactive. However, the company doesn't offer chat or phone support. Still, there is no reason to worry as the support it provides via the existing means is detailed, helpful, and prompt. Apart from the highly efficient support channels, the company also maintains a comprehensive FAQ page, which contains detailed answers to most of the problems you can ever face while using the manager. Moreover, the form is searchable, and you can easily type and find answers to your questions. If you are unable to find answers on the FAQ page, the company offers effective support via Twitter, email, and support form. However, we'd like to see chat or phone support in the future, as some issues can be really hard to resolve through the currently available channels. For people who are subscribed to business plans and higher, there is VIP support. But if you are a regular subscriber, email support may be your best bet. Meanwhile, the email support is not instantaneous. In the customer support category, 1Password scores 4 marks out of 5. While the available support channels are relatively fast and helpful, we couldn't look past the lack of phone or chat support. So, that's the end of our comparison. Overall, 1Password is one of the most popular password managers, and it hasn't become one by accident. With its array of powerful features, impermeable security, and a clean user interface, the company definitely earned its reputation. While there is no denying that there is room for improvement, the password manager is definitely up there among the best. If you'd like to see our pick for Best Password Manager, see the description box down below. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for staying with us. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. Now, we would like to hear from you. Let us know about your favorite password manager service. And check out our rundown of the best password management services.